Should you buy Far Cry 5 in 2021 or should you buy No Dawn of Far Cry 6? Let's jump into it. Far Cry 5 released in March of 2018 means that it's 4 years old, or it's about to be 4 years old. Wow, this is kind of an old game. It made me feel old. Now, the story in this game is something we never seen before at the time. So basically, you play as the deputy and you try to lock up Joseph Seed, but of course shit hit the fan and basically you're stuck there and you basically have to take out Joseph Seed and try to find your team back and somehow make it out of Hope County. Now, I kind of and I really do like what they did where you'd have to take out the rest of the Joseph Seed family. Basically, that means of Faith and Joseph and just the rest of them family. I really don't remember anyone. And Faith was the only one I remember because she was pretty hot. Now, all of them is pretty cool. I would say Faith might have been not the best of the crew. Wasn't the best. But if you ask me, Jacob had been the best of the three. But I think Jacob, whatever his name was, had been the best out of the three. Now, the thing what most people didn't like about Far Cry 5 is that there was another mute antagonist. Now, we didn't have a mute antagonist for 2 games, and that's Far Cry 3 and 4. But nobody want to go back to Far Cry 2 where there was no talking. Like, nobody just wasn't into that. But I guess Ubisoft said, you know what? We do not care about our fans. So we just gonna make another mute antagonist to save a bit more money. And that's where the deputy come from. The deputy is a pretty bland antagonist. To be honest, if he would have died, nobody would give 2 hells. Because she didn't even have a voice actor. Like, just think of it as you playing, basically. And I know a lot of people like that because basically it could fit as you. But this is the thing. You cannot make your own words as the character, you know. If you don't like a person, you cannot say that because the character don't even speak. And sometimes you have those awkward moments when you actually need the character to speak. But plenty of times, you just hear the person just speaking to themselves. It sounds like. Sometimes I think, is the deputy even real? Okay, now let's get our story and let's go into gameplay. If you ask me, gameplay had to been the best of this game. And you know why I say that? You could literally just throw things at the angels and just would go through their heads. Like, I had so much fun with the gameplay of this game. And to be honest, I think that's what this game really succeeds in. The gameplay, if you really ask me. The gameplay is nice and unique. You have slides, what I think was ever in the game, if I could remember. But man, you have things like grenades, and I know grenades was ever in the game, but it just add that factor into it. And you could just get bots and just fling across people's head like it's Back 4 Blood. Now, some people maybe wasn't into it, but I did love it. I did love every bit of it. Just getting like an iron pipe and just throwing it on somebody's head or just smashing it in the angel head. And I think that was the most satisfying thing and the most thing that this game really succeeds in. And I don't think any other Far Cry could do it like that. Now, the gameplay, and it ain't really nothing to talk about after we just get through the juicy pieces. There's really nothing else to talk about. It's basically the same as other Far Cry's, but instead you just have the companions, you could say, what basically push to help you out in your missions, or you could just find a friend to go and help you out. Now, besides that, there's not really a change, except there's an open world, and I think there's been an open world for like every Far Cry game. So nothing really changed about that. Now, Hope County is not the favoriteest and not the most beautiful area in Far Cry history. I would always pick the area in Far Cry 4 or just a tropical area, like a tropical island. It's fine. But Hope County basically look like South Carolina if I ever seen it. Now, if I do have any fans in South Carolina, tell me down in the comments. Do it actually look like this? Now, the Suns and stuff, I gotta agree, they got everything right with the forces and the things that it's so bland, but they make it look so good. Like, come on, look at that right there. You could just make that as your wallpaper. Now, I really do appreciate what Ubisoft is be doing with each area. With each different Far Cry, you could really see that they really did their homework with the area, and it looked kind of, it's a real place. Like Hope County, I'm not gonna lie, it looked like they kind of get some inspiration to Carolina. If you did ask me, thing that really that hype most people, well me, for Far Cry 5 is that you could play with your friends. Now this was, I don't know if they did this in any other Far Cry, but this was kind of big. It means that you don't have to play with another bot. No, you could play with one of your homeboys. And I think that was another cool update, that you could actually play with one of your friends, and you could basically have one of your friends to take out Joseph Seed. Now, there's plenty of different ways to take out Joseph Seed and his family. What I think what most games is doing now, that's giving you free will. You could basically take out which enemy you want to. You go fast, you go slow. You know what I'm saying? You could do what you want to do. And Far Cry 5 basically have the same thing. But the question is, should you buy it in 2021? If you ask me, Far Cry 5, yes. You should at least try it out. Now, if you have never tried out, yeah, don't buy the game for a full $60. The game was for sale for like a week ago. I don't know if it's coming back on sale, but most likely it's not gonna come on sale for a while. But because the game is hidden 4 years, the game should be on sale a lot of times on Steam and basically on PlayStation and all of that stuff. So make sure you keep your eyes out for any of the older Far Cry games. But yeah guys, that's the end of this video. Hopefully guys, that you guys did enjoy it. See you guys in the next game review. Peace out.